All right, Lady Lions in the jump circle, and we are underway here as East Mississippi controls the basketball possession to begin things here at the Curry Coliseum. Winner will play Jones tomorrow night at 5:30 for the conference crown. As Stix Hollings going to work the basketball inside for EMCC. Back out toward the top of the circle, the Lady Lions go here on the opening possession with Daniels now for EMCC. And Lady Lions going to try to work it down inside to Stix Hollings. A lot of contact down low. Southwest going to come out of there with the basketball. And here comes Southwest with basketball possession, moving up the floor now. Just underway here, opening minute of the basketball game between the top seed out of the north, the EMCC Lady Lions, and, of course, the Southwest Lady Bears. Looks like it's going to be a foul down low on EMCC. And looks like, yes, it will go against Maddie Riley. That'll be her first personal, and that's going to send the Lady Bears to the free throw line. At the free throw line is Alexis Marsh here for Southwest. 65% free throw shooter on the season. She pushes the first one up and in, and she'll have a second one on the way here for Southwest. First points of the ball game go to the Lady Bears. Second free throw is on the way, and that's off the back iron, no good, as Stix Hollings will come out of there with the rebound, and here comes EMCC back up the floor now. 1-0 Southwest, early going here in the first quarter. Crowd comes alive here on the second trip up the floor for EMCC. Bounce pass inside to Hollings, trying to spin move down low, but nothing there. From the top of the circle, EMCC going to shoot that one off and in, and that's going to go for Ty Metcalf. And EMCC takes a 2-1 lead. A little bit of pressure here in the backcourt. That's going to go out of bounds back to East Mississippi on the turnover. That's one thing the Lady Lions did very well yesterday. A lot of pressure defense in their win over Mississippi Gulf Coast, 53-47. Lady Lions with the basketball now with Metcalf. And Lady Lions looking to move it down low now. 2-1 East Mississippi leading it with 8.5 to go here in the first quarter. Lady Lions from the top of the circle going to move it down low, off the window, up and no good. Maddie Riley battling for the rebound down low, and that's going to go out of bounds back to Southwest Mississippi. And checking into the ball game now for the Lady Lions is Amaya Rush. Of course, she hit some big three-pointers yesterday in that win over Gulf Coast. 2-1, Lady Lions leading it as we approach 8 to go here in the first quarter from the Curry Coliseum. Southwest picking up possession now with McGee running the point now for the Lady Bears, and that's going to go out of bounds off of Southwest. So East Mississippi causes another turnover, and the Lady Lions will bring it back up the floor now with a early 2-1 lead. As the Lady Lions bring it up the floor now with Ty Metcalf now. Metcalf makes her move over on the left wing now. Back out toward the top of the circle now goes the Lady Lions now. Looking to move it down low is EMCC. Nothing there. Back out toward the top. Three-pointer by Rush is in and good. So three-pointer is drained. And East Mississippi is out to a 5-1 lead. So good start for the Lady Lions shooting the basketball. Of course, some pretty good defense as well. And Southwest is going to fire from long range. That's off the side of the iron, no good. And the Lady Lions bringing it back up the floor quickly with a 4-point lead. So a three-pointer by Amaya Rush has given EMCC a 5-1 lead. Now we're going to have a foul down low on the Lady Bears. And that foul is going to go against Alexis Marsh. That is her first personal. So East Mississippi will be as we approach 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And I think we got Coach Billy Begley all squared away now. Coach, I can't hear you, but I hope you can hear me. As East Mississippi was going to pour that one in. And we good to go now?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, but I think we're going 7-1 East Mississippi leading it here in the first quarter. All right, you with me, Coach?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, but we're going to go with it, all right? I think we're going to go with it here. As East Mississippi, Coach, 7-1 early on in this ball game.
Yeah.
That was going to be up and in. Another basket by the Lady Lions as Tom Metcalf puts one up off the window. So 9-1 right off the bat, Coach.
It is. It's important for the ladies to get off to a good start. They like to play at a fast rate to get off. That 9-1 start is really big enough.
Absolutely, and as we mentioned earlier, of course, the winner of this game will play Jones. So I know everyone here in the crowd would love to see a 1-versus-1 matchup, Lady Bobcats and Lady Lions. That's what we're hoping for. But this Southwest group now, they were the 2 seed out of the South, so 9-1 lead early. But Southwest, they got some pretty good guards that have played well all year.
Minutes of the game. Southwest has got some guards. They got speed. So, just coming out a little first game, playing home team.
All right, here comes Southwest at the floor now. It is a 9-1 East Mississippi lead. And Lady Bears going to try to move it inside. Offensive foul as East Mississippi drew the contact down low. So right now, just all the momentum kind of going to one side of the floor.
Good. Southwest is kind of trying to press up. Trying to get a shot right now, trying to make it better.
Here comes the Lady Lions up the floor now with Ty Metcalf leading the offense. Trying to trap Ty over in that corner. And she's going to get the basketball. Ball is free. Here comes Southwest up the floor with it now after the Lady Lion turnover. Down into the lane. And it's going to be off the window. It's going to be a foul down low on East Mississippi. So Southwest will head to the free throw line.
Well, the biggest thing is you can't bring the ball against the press right over the timeline and pick the ball up.
That's going to send McGee to the free throw line. She is 63%, and she hits it off the front of the rim. No good. She'll have the second one on the way. 17-7 is Southwest Mississippi, and she missed both of them. So Southwest still with just that one lone point on the scoreboard right now. As Metcalf brings it up the floor now. Once again, Southwest trying to trap her over in that corner on the far end of the floor here. And Metcalf breaks out of that trap, and now looking to go down low to rush, and another turnover, and here comes Southwest up the floor now. Lady Bears making a move toward the basket. Going to be blocked out of bounds. What a block there, Coach, out of bounds. Hawkins going to check into the game now for EMCC. Bounce pass down low, nothing but Lady Line defenders there, and there's going to be a foul down low on East Mississippi. And let's see who's guilty of the foul here. It's going to go on Staples down low. That's the second foul now on East Mississippi. At the free throw line for the Lady Bears, I think that is McGee once again, 63% from the line. And she pushes the second one up and makes one of two. So EMCC 9-2 with 5:20 to go here in the first quarter.
1-3-1 half-court trap.
Metcalf's going to fire it over here along the right wing. Bounce pass back out to Metcalf. She almost lost her dribble, but she picks it up near the free throw line. Down low to Sticks, and she hammers that one home off the window, Coach.
1-3-1, you have to really attack the middle because there's nobody on the backside.
And now Holling's going to steal it once again. That's off the back iron, no good. And Southwest almost surrendered another basket to EMCC on a turnover. Oh, a lot of contact, and is that going to go on East Mississippi? It will. That is going to be on Sticks Hollings. Wow, that is a lot of contact. So that's Sticks' first personal now, the third team foul on EMCC. And checking into the ballgame is going to be Amaya Rush now. Sticks is going to head to the bench now for East Mississippi, as the Lady Bears going to inbound the basketball underneath their own goal with 23 seconds on the shot clock. Up toward the window. That is up and no good, but it looks like the Lady Bears going to earn a couple of free throws here.
Southwest is just really being very aggressive and driving the basketball and putting pressure on the referees. The girls, Lady Lions got to do a better job of warming up and keeping their hands straight up, being straight up and down instead of reaching.
That was on Ty Daniels. Her first personal. Free throw is up and good. At the free throw line is Jolie Williams.
She is a 72% free throw shooter on the season for the Lady Bears, and she sinks both of them. Checking into the ball game now for Southwest is number 20. That is Carey now, as East Mississippi coach brings an 11-4 lead up the floor.
Yeah, Southwest is staying in at 1-3-1. This 1-3-1's giving them a little problem. Take the floor out, get the ball to the corner, get the ball to the middle, and you got to attack.
All right, East Mississippi with Hawkins, and ball is free, and East Mississippi is going to hang on with it with Ty Metcalf. Metcalf now back out toward the top of the circle. East Mississippi down low and couldn't get a basket down low. Hawkins going to fire it from the left wing. That is in and out, no good, and Southwest will come out of there with the rebound as East Mississippi with an empty trip right there.
Needed a bounce pass right there. That would have been a bucket with a bounce pass.
Inside, Southwest, down low, off the side of the iron, no good. Gets the offensive rebound, and I think East Mississippi came out of there with it. The Lady Lions ball is still free, and now the Lady Lions will come out of there with it. And here comes EMCC on the move now. Metcalf now at the top of the circle, running things for East Mississippi. Over here in the near corner now, back out toward the top of the circle now. Pass back over here toward the far side. Shot is up, ball is up in the air, and East Mississippi is going to chase it down near the logo now. With 2 seconds, that is in and out, no good. That was nearly in. Offensive rebound goes in and good. What a sequence there for EMCC. So it's now 13-4, Lady Lions leading it as we're approaching 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And that one is off the window up and no good. Strong rebound inside by EMCC as Staples came out of there with it. As we approach 3 to go, it's a 9-point lead for the Lady Lions. Over here on the right wing now, nothing going there for East Mississippi. 10 seconds to shoot. Over to the far corner now. 6 on the shot clock now. And going inside is East Mississippi. We're going to have a foul down low. And looks like that foul is going to go on Wilson for Southwest. So, Coach, so far 13-4. I mean, so far so good.
Yeah, we dodged a couple bullets down here on the defensive end. They've missed some foul shots, missed some layups, but I think we've kind of pushed the tempo, kind of sped them up a little bit, kind of made them take some uncharacteristic shots. We got to do a better job of closing out the middle. They've last 2 possessions. They've got some easy looks. They just haven't made it.
Amaya Rush at the free throw line, 71% shooter. She hits 1 of 2, so it's out to a 10-point lead now, 14-4. Lady Bears bringing it up the floor as Tangle is running the point now for the Lady Bears toward the free throw line. A lot of traffic down low. Southwest is going to drive it toward the rim. That's going to be a traveling violation on Southwest. So East Mississippi off to a fantastic start. 10-point lead as we're under 2.5 to go here in the first period. Baseline jumper is up and good. Beautiful shot along the baseline there by Metcalf. And all of a sudden it's out to a double-digit lead for East Mississippi. As the Lady Bears bringing it up the floor now. Thought she was going to shoot it from long range there, but EMCC clamped down defensively toward the top of the circle. Southwest will fire from long range. Off the back iron, no good. And Metcalf will come out of there with the rebound, and she's charging up the floor quickly for EMCC. All right, here comes EMCC with the basketball now. Jackson with it now. Excuse me, that's Amaya Rush with it. And East Mississippi running out of time on the shot clock here with 5 seconds to shoot. And 2 seconds, and here's a long three-pointer that almost went in.
With the offensive rebound.
And a lot of contact. Who's the foul going to go on? It's got to go on the Lady Bears.
Yes, we dodged the bullet on that. We were able to get fouled at desperation 3. Southwest got caught standing, and we just shoot them to the ball.
Looks like that's going to go on Owens. That's going to be her first personal. Checking into the ball game now is Alexander. Also, Taylor Lattimore going to check back on the floor. Very physical ball game, Coach, early on in this first quarter.
You guys went after it.
All right, from the baseline, Lattimore bouncing pass to Maya Rush. Is it going to stay on this end? Nope, it's going to go the other way to Southwest. So careless turnover there by EMCC.
Yeah, we're going to do a better job taking care of the basketball.
16-4 as we approach a minute to go here in the first quarter. Oh, and that was a near backcourt violation on the Lady Wolves.
It was close. The ball never crossed that court, so luckily for Southwest.
Here comes Southwest, good drive toward the basket. And that's going to be a basket by Jade Miles as she scores off the window. And by my math, that's only the second field goal for Southwest because they've scored their other two off the free throw line. So 16-6 now, EMCC leading it here with under 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Coach is staying with the same 1-3-1 you mentioned earlier.
They've got to keep the ball. They're backing up into that corner. And 1-3-1 defense, that's what they're trying to get you to do. They try to get you to the corners up around half court. They're trying to get you into a trap. We're going to do a better job of throwing over that, getting the ball to the corners on the baseline and then attacking.
We got a couple of subs here. Actually, Hawkins going to check into the ball game now for EMCC. As Metcalf controlling the basketball. 5 seconds to shoot from the far corner. That is not going to draw any iron, and Southwest will come out of there with an easy rebound. Shot clock and game clock are almost synced up here with 25 to go before the end of the first quarter. Southwest over here along the near side, now back out toward the top of the circle. The three-pointer is not even anywhere near the ballpark of going in.
Good. Yeah. Big stop. We need to get a good shot right here. Take the last shot of the quarter, go in, try to go in with a 12, maybe even 13-point lead.
All right, as the Lady Lions bringing up the floor, 12 seconds and counting as Metcalf running the show here for EMCC. Back along here to the near side to Hawkins. Cross-court pass, deep three-pointer is on the way, but it is over the basket, no good. And that will wrap things up for the first quarter of play. East Mississippi leads Southwest 16-6. And we'll have the second quarter coming up here in just a few moments. But Coach, winner of this game plays Jones tomorrow. I know everyone has been following this state tournament all week. They want to see a one-on-one matchup.
Absolutely. You always want to see the two best teams supposedly throughout the regular season. The 2-1 seeds kind of go at it. So we want to see a good crowd in here tomorrow night. The Lady Lions, they pull it off tomorrow night. This place will be rocking. So we really want to see that tomorrow.
I want to talk about your men real quick. I know it was a tough pill to swallow day one, but obviously Region 23, that's the next step for the Lions.
Yeah, it is. I mean, what's happened, what's done is done. And we got to turn our focus. Our guys are getting some rest. And kind of relaxing their bodies a little bit. Getting ready for next week. That's the big one.
All right, Coach, we got some first quarter numbers here. Looking at the shooting percentage right now, it's nothing flashy for Southwest right now. Am I reading those numbers correctly? They are 1 of 9 for Southwest.
Yeah, we 1 for 9, 4 for 8 from the foul line. We forced them into 5 turnovers, 1 assist. So that shows that Southwest is kind of making one pass and trying to go play one-on-one a little bit. But like I said earlier, we dodged a few bullets with them missing 5 shots, and they missed 2 or 3 layups, but we forced them into 5 turnovers, which is huge for us. On our end, we've got 16 shot attempts to their 9, so that means we're turning them over, killing them on the offensive glass with a 5-2 advantage. So it's a good first quarter for the Lady Lions.
Lady Lions shooting 44% from the floor as well on 7 of 16. Not too terribly bad to start things off for EMCC. Southwest will open up with possession going down low. Now we're going to have a tie-up, and this will go back to East Mississippi on the arrow.
Good defense right there by Ty. Staying straight up, walling up as we call it, not trying to go for the block shot.
Yeah, Coach, one thing was impressive to me about the win yesterday over Gulf Coast. I know Daphne White, she was a force down low, but our Lady Lions, they suffocated her in that second half.
They did. And they made it tough for her. You're not going to shut her out. You just got to make things tough for her, and they did that.
All right, Lady Lions with a 10-point lead in basketball possession along here toward the near side from the free throw line. Here comes Metcalf down low and back out toward the top for a three-pointer. It's on the way, in and out, no good. Boy, that ball was halfway down.
Halfway down. That's something that she does. She really shoots the ball well. That's a good look for the Lady Lions. Really good look.
All right, from the logo here for Southwest, that is Shyla McGee running the offense now for Southwest Mississippi, just inside the three-point line. That is up and no good. Metcalf comes out of there with the easy board. Is it just me or Southwest kind of just pushing some shots up there on desperation?
As I said, they only got 1 assist. They're making 1 They've got one pass and a shot, and that's good. That's what you want. That's what you want to do.
All right, East Mississippi's going to knock that one out of bounds. Good hustle back toward the ball there by Taylor Lattimore to knock it out of bounds. So still 16-6 with 8:49 to go here in the second quarter.
Taylor's got to keep shooting. She's getting open looks. She's just got to keep shooting. They're going to go in.
Here comes Southwest with the ball now, making a move toward the glass. That is up and good. Good move there down low by Jolie Williams. So Williams scores only the second field goal of the game for Southwest Mississippi. But coach, as you look at the board, it's only a single-digit ball game.
Only an 8-point game. We got to capitalize on some of these opportunities. We've missed some easy ones ourselves. Taylor's had 2 threes that have gone in and out. Go, but we got to get some easier looks.
Here comes EMCC, and that one is nearly turned over, but Metcalf will save it. So 2 seconds to shoot now. East Mississippi will throw one up. It's off the back iron, no good. Good strong rebound inside by Maddie Riley, and East Mississippi with a good offensive rebound down low.
Offensive rebound, so important this time of year.
All right, from the near side now. Back out toward the top of the circle near the free throw line. East Mississippi moving toward the basket now. That shot is up and no good. Look at Maddie Riley down low again, but shot clock did not reset, so East Mississippi could not get a shot off.
You know, the thing that if I'm there and I see my girls, we're getting extra shots, we're getting them on the offensive glass, and that's what this game's going to come down to. So if we can continue to dominate them on the offensive glass, I like our chances.
So Maddie Riley, strong rebounding game early in this game, and Southwest is going to check another body into the game here. Or are we going to have a check-in here?
They're discussing. I wish at JUCO we were able to have replays.
I know.
It's one of those things where you go back to it because I think they're discussing if the ball ever hit the rim. I didn't think it did. I'm not sure. But I think that's what they're discussing.
It was super close because if it touched the rim, maybe grazed it off on the right, possibly.
Yeah, I think it did. That's what they're discussing. But without a replay, it's going to be hard. What East Mississippi needs to do, the guards, Metcalf and Taylor, they need to be a little bit more aggressive off the dribble. They're kind of the zones kind of made them stagnant. Just kind of standing around, passing every shot.
Oh, they are going to reset it, Coach. They're going to reset it to 18. We just heard the officials say, wow, you don't see that happen too often.
Oh, you don't see that happen much. But hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. We got to be a little bit more aggressive off the dribble and attacking the gap against this zone. It's too stagnant right now. We're throwing the ball, around the perimeter, not putting any pressure on the lane.
Tell you what, Coach Brent Harris, the look on his face, he was like, wow.
He's almost calling it over.
7:50 to go. 7:50 to go in the second quarter. 16-8. East Mississippi lead. Got to capitalize after that overturn on the shot clock reset.
Yeah. We need to get something going at the basket. Everything's been a 3. Luckily, we've been getting to the offensive glass. We need to get something going to the rim.
All right, East Mississippi baseline move toward the basket. That is up and no good, but we're going to have a foul down low on East Mississippi.
You got to convert.
So that is going to be the first foul on a Mile Rush now. So,
not that you want, though. It's fair. It's fair all day.
So still a 8-point game, 16-8, and Southwest bringing it up the floor now. Lady Bears looking to move it down low now, and ball is free, and Southwest is going to pick it up, and now we're going to have a traveling violation. I thought the official was going to call a foul on EMCC, but it was a travel, so another turnover by Southwest. So both teams kind of get a little sloppy with the basketball.
Young defense that Southwest has kind of got us stagnant, and then Southwest is just trying to play too fast.
Crowd comes alive inside the Curry Coliseum. Good crowd here tonight for the semifinal game. Back toward the left wing now, back out toward the top of the circle, looking for Sticks Hollings down low. Nothing there for Sticks. Over to Amaya Rush. Back inside near the free throw line. Here is a three-pointer. It ain't good for EMCC. Ty Metcalf does it again.
Ball got to the middle of the floor, wide open in the corner.
So 19-8 now. Tenacious defense here by the Lady Lions. Southwest, they're going to move it toward the basket. That is up and good. That was Taylor Ben there on the basket. So 9-point game. So both teams starting to wake up just a little bit now. All right, from just inside the three-point line. Metcalf working it back over here to Lattimore. Lattimore's jumper is up and off the back iron, no good, and Southwest will get the rebound.
Not a bad shot. Not a bad shot there.
All right, Southwest going to move it inside the free throw line. Mid-range jumper is off the back iron and rolls in for the Lady Bears. 19-12 now. East Mississippi leading it. We're under 6 to go here in the second quarter from the Curry Coliseum. East Mississippi going to move it down low, trying to find Sticks down low, but Southwest is going to pick the pass off, and here comes the Lady Bears dashing up the floor now. Three-pointer is on the way, and that is off the mark, no good. So as East Mississippi is going to dodge a big bullet right there.
I'll telegraph that pass. The ball never moves. She's telegraphing that pass because she can't touch the ball. She gives defense too much of an opportunity to bail next time.
All right, Ty Metcalf's going to take a seat. She was huffing and puffing for some wind, and Jackson's going to check in for her. So pretty good first half from Ty Metcalf for the Lady Lions.
Big three she hit in the corner. We needed that.
All right, as the Lady Lions bring it up the floor, 19-12 lead for EMCC as we're halfway home here in the second quarter. From the top of the circle, three-pointers on the way, and that is off the side of the iron, no good. Southwest battling for the rebound down low.
Tough shot right there. I thought we should have kept the ball moving. That wasn't a great shot there by Taylor. She's trying to find her rhythm there. She's trying to get it. She's trying to see one go in.
Southwest moving the ball down low now. Nothing there. Bounce pass back out toward the free throw line. Southwest going to fire it up. It's up and no good. And Sticks with a good rebound down low. And that was going to be knocked away into the stands, into the scorer's table.
Taylor's pressing a little bit too much. What she does, when she's making shots from the outside, East Mississippi's very dynamic. She's got to calm down. It will come. She can't force the shot. She just got to keep the cool a little bit.
All right, Lattimore controlling the basketball now for East Mississippi in a 19-12 lead as we're approaching 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Here comes Sticks Hollings back out toward the right wing. Three-pointer is going to be off the mark, no good. And here, Lady Bears bringing it up the floor now, and we got some contact down low. I think this is going to go on the Lady Lions. I think Taylor Lattimore is going to be guilty of the contact down low, and that's going to be the case, and that's Taylor's first personal. Right now, looking at the fouls, nobody's in any foul trouble for either club. Wasn't the case yesterday. It was a foul fest during that game against Gulf Coast. It was a physical game down low yesterday.
It was. That was a really good game yesterday. Every game here in this thing has been really good.
All right, at the free throw line, Southwest going to drain both the free throws, and that was Jolie Williams hitting two. So it's tightened up a bit, 19-14, East Mississippi. Lady Lions looking to respond here. Errant pass, and Hawkins going to have to chase it down on the far side of the floor now for East Mississippi. And trying to find Sticks down low. Back out toward the top. Now three-pointer is on the way by Rush. That is up and no good, and Southwest grabs the rebound. So 19-14, East Mississippi leading it as Southwest has basketball possession. Off to our left here at the Curry Coliseum. Southwest toward the top of the circle. Three-pointer is on the way. That's off the side of the iron, no good. And Hawkins comes out of there with the rebound. Good rebound down low by Hawkins. And that is up and no good, and Southwest will come out of there with the rebound. Coach, is it just me or East Mississippi just kind of rushing things a little bit?
They've been slowed down by that 1-3-1, and now they're playing out of character a little bit.
So Southwest trailing 19-14 with basketball possession. Almost a near steal by Amaya Rush, but Southwest will convert. That was Marshall down low, and now it's back to a one-possession ball game, 19-16.
We need to get off this 19. We hadn't had I think that's an 8-0 run or 9-0 run Southwest. We need to get off this 19. We need a good look at this.
East Mississippi now with Taylor Lattimore. Ty Metcalf with the basketball now. Metcalf, her move toward the basket is up and no good, but it will be a foul down low as Southwest with the contact.
All right, so Metcalf will be at the free throw line. She is 67% on the season for East Mississippi. All right, free throw is up, and she makes it, rattled in, and that breaks this Southwest scoring run. I believe it was about an 8-0 run, as Coach mentioned, and Metcalf will have a second one coming here. And second free throw is on the way, and she hit both of them. 2 big free throws. The Southwest will head back to the bench here.
Now you kind of get off that 19. When you're on a number for a while, you kind of have some empty possessions. You finally break through, get you going a little bit.
All right, East Mississippi, good defense, is going to cause a turnover. Nope, Southwest will come out of there with it. And here comes the Lady Bears coming up the floor quickly. And Southwest going to move it down low once again. Ball is free, but Southwest will hang on to it. And we got contact down low, and that's going to go against the Lady Bears. And that foul was on Southwest, and that is going to go against Marshall down low. So Coach Thompson having a lengthy discussion with our official here along the baseline, along the sideline area, as East Mississippi came out of there with the basketball, and here comes Lady Lions back up the floor now. From three-point land, that is in and out, no good. Southwest gets the rebound down low. And that's going to go against Hawkins. That's her first personal, yeah. As Wilson will inbound the basketball as Hawkins picked up her first personal. Lady Bears trying to move it down low once again. Good job by Stix Hollings of holding her ground down low here for East Mississippi. With 10 seconds to shoot on the shot clock, Southwest going to make their move. And that is going to be blocked by Stix Hollings, and a foul on the other end of it.
It's just being solid. You're not going to just take the ball from, especially in this game. These girls are too good. These players are too good. Be solid. Be solid and trust your help, trust your defense.
Of course, yesterday in that game for East Mississippi, Stix finished the ballgame, coach, with 13 points, and she had almost a double-double yesterday. And she's going to make another move down low. Couldn't make the shot, battling for the rebound, but Southwest is going to win it down low. All right, with 1:20 and counting, East Mississippi still leading it in a physical game, 21-16 with Southwest, and a foul down low, and I think this is going to go against Stix.
Stix went to sleep on that ball screen. That's why I'm sure Sharon, Coach Thompson probably wanted them to switch. She went to sleep. Big action on ball screens. Usually that's a switch. Stix went to sleep there.
That's her second personal now, so she's going to sit down more than likely for the rest of this half now. Southwest at the free throw line will push the first one up, and no good, but Lady Bears will have a second one coming here. At the free throw line for the Lady Bears is Wilson. She's 65% on the season.
Foul shots are so critical in these games.
And she made the second one, and we had another sub for the Lady Bears now. East Mississippi still leading this game 21-17.
It's been a very physical game, an ugly game from an offensive standpoint so far.
All right, here comes Lady Lions trying to move it now as Ty Metcalf running the show for East Mississippi. Back down here toward the near side. Good move by Hawkins, and she's going to be guilty of the offensive foul down low.
Just got out of control. Big time move, just got out of control there.
So now Hawkins picks up her second foul, and Daniels will check back in for East Mississippi. So you get two Lady Lions with two fouls now, Hollings and Hawkins.
I think we just need to calm down. Sometimes when you get in games like this, you can get girls that get too amped up and trying to do too much.
And a lot of contact down low, and Southwest will score inside as Maddie Riley was there, but it was just a good two-man game down low, and now it's back down to a one-possession game, 21-19. Crowd comes alive here at the Curry Coliseum here in the final 30-plus seconds of the first half. Daniels rolling back out toward the top of the circle, hands it off to Metcalf with 9 seconds to shoot now. Metcalf makes her move near the free throw line. That's a deep two that's off the side of the rim, no good.
Need to stop right here. Need to stop going to the half up 2.
10 seconds to go, 21-19. East Mississippi bounce pass near the free throw line. Southwest with 5 to shoot, and that's going to be up and no good, and Southwest is going to head to the free throw line with 0.5 of a second, and down low on the foul, that's going to go against Daniels, and that is her second personal, so now she has got 2 heading into the locker room.
Same play they did the last time. 4 to 5, ball screen, just beat us on the offensive glass.
Marsh at the free throw line for Southwest. She'll bury the first one. She has a second one coming up here. And Marsh on the season, 65% at the line. And it's a 1-point game. And with that free throw, we are tied at 21. East Mississippi had as much, coach, as a 12-point lead, and it looks like we're going to head to the half tied up.
Yep, stayed on 19. Hit a stretch there when we couldn't get off 19, and it's okay, though. It's okay. Got a whole another half. We'll make some adjustments. Be ready to go in the second half.
All right, we're tied at 21 here at the break between East Mississippi and Southwest from the state basketball tournament here at the Curry Coliseum in Scuba. We'll have the second half coming up in just a few minutes from the Curry Coliseum.
Today's MACJC basketball tournament is the 400-mile final round session. Coming up next, including today's tournament action, will be a nightcap between the Northeast Mississippi Tigers and the Hines Bulldogs to follow about 20 minutes at the conclusion of this game. Hold on to your ticket stub for free admission into the remaining round of this contest. Also, this MACJC basketball tournament action will conclude tomorrow evening with the American Scottish Championship contest. The 5:30 p.m. women's championship game. One of Jones College plays the winner of this game between Southwest Community College and East Mississippi Community College. The 7:30 men's title contest.
Maybe.
Feature Pearl River versus the winner of the Hines Community College or Northeast Mississippi College. Right here at the EMCC Student Campus.
I'll just get off. Just make it easy. I mean, I'm yelling. I mean, you just can't hear me. I got this 1995 Howard Hotel. I got Howard Hotel.
All right, we're set for the state championship against Jones. Of course, the Lady Bobcats won in the opening game earlier today. Southwest with basketball possession, opening things up here in the second half. Lady Bears going to fire from long range, and that one is off the mark, no good, and the ball is out of bounds and will go back the other direction to East Mississippi. I want to say congratulations to Stix Hollings and Ty Metcalf, first team selections out of the North Division for the All-State team. Taylor Lattimore, second team selection for EMCC, and Coach Sharon Thompson, the Coach of the Year in the conference. So congratulations to her. Of course, those were all announced earlier today. East Mississippi is going to go down low with Stix Hollings. That is up and no good. Maddie Riley was in the area but couldn't come up with a rebound. So game remains tied at 21 here in the opening minute from the Curry Coliseum. Southwest going to move it down low once again. We're going to have some contact down low on East Mississippi. And that one is going to go against Daniels. So that is the third personal foul now on Daniels. So that will force East Mississippi to go to the bench here as Jackson will check back in for EMCC. Southwest will be triggering in the basketball with Shyla McGee now. McGee from the baseline now will trigger it in here for Southwest Mississippi. Still tied at 21 in the opening 2 minutes of quarter number 3. And Southwest going to move it down low to McGee. Her shot is up and in. She rolled it around and scored it. And Southwest takes their first lead of the evening, 23-21. East Mississippi from the top of the circle now with Stix Hollings. Moves it back over here to Jackson, who just checked into the ball game a few moments ago for East Mississippi. As Metcalf now moves it back over to Maddie Riley from the free throw line. Back over here in the corner to Jackson. She makes her move back over to Maddie Riley. 3 seconds to shoot. Someone's going to have to shoot the basketball. Jackson fires. It's off the side of the iron, no good. East Mississippi had the rebound down low, and Stix Hollings will hang on to it for EMCC. So good, strong rebound down low by Stix, and it stays with East Mississippi. And Hollings going to fire just inside the three-point line, and Southwest will come out of there with the loose rebound. So 23-21, Southwest leading EMCC with under 8 to go here in the third quarter. And Southwest hanging on to basketball possession now. Just inside the logo works the Lady Bears now. Southwest with 5 seconds to shoot now will make their move toward the free throw line inside, and good job down low there by Taylor Lattimore as she broke it free. And now the ball is loose right here in the middle of the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it will go back to East Mississippi on the tie-up. So Lattimore got the basketball after the missed shot by Southwest, got the block inside, and East Mississippi owns the possession arrow as Metcalf will trigger it in here on the near sideline. 23-21, Southwest leading it here in the third quarter. Bounce pass inside to Maddie Riley from the free throw line. She hands it off to Metcalf, rather. Metcalf makes her move, and that floater is up and good. She was able to spin around and drain the basket, and we're tied again at 23. East Mississippi bringing the pressure here in the backcourt. And almost a near steal there, rather, by Maddie Riley as she stepped in and knocked that one free out of bounds, and it will stay with Southwest Mississippi on this end of the floor. We're tied at 23. Early goings of this third quarter as the Curry Coliseum crowd comes alive for their Lady Lions. Southwest looking to move it down low once again. Nothing there for Southwest. 7 seconds to shoot now. Lady Bears going to push that one up, and it's no good, but we have a foul down low on East Mississippi. And that one's going to go against Ty Metcalf, so that'll be her first personal, and that's going to send Southwest to the free throw line. And that is McGee at the free throw line for Southwest as she drains the first of 2. And McGee's second one very quickly is up and in, so Southwest scores a couple of points off the free throw line, and here comes East Mississippi back up the floor.
Winner plays tomorrow night at 5:30 for the tournament championship against Jones, who won their game earlier today. Sticks Hollings moving down low, but it's going to be a turnover, a traveling violation, and East Mississippi will turn it right back over to Southwest Mississippi. Of course, we do have one more game on the schedule for tonight. It'll be a men's game tonight against the Hines in Northeast Mississippi tonight. Southwest with a floater in the lane, up and no good. Good rebound by Maddie Riley down low, and East Mississippi brings it up the floor, trailing by a bucket here. East Mississippi with basketball possession now. And Taylor Lattimore running things here for the Lady Lions. Lattimore over to Maddie Riley. Riley looking for someone to pass it to. He's going to fire it over in the corner to Metcalf with 7 seconds to shoot now for EMCC. Lattimore, her floater is up and no good, and Southwest will get the rebound over on the far side. So Southwest with a 2-point lead, 25-23. Bring it up the floor with possession now. Lady Bears from the left wing now, fire back up toward the top of the circle now. McGee is going to make her move down toward the lane. That is up and no good. Maddie Riley battling for the rebound, but actually Ty Metcalf will come out of there with the basketball. As Jackson brings up the floor here for East Mississippi. Lady Lions in a physical game with Southwest Mississippi, trailing by 2, 25-23. East Mississippi, there's a drive down low and off to Sticks Hollings, and she scores off the window, and we are tied at 25 once again. So good run up the floor there by East Mississippi as Hollings scores off the window, and we're back tied again. It's 25 all with 4:48 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Southwest back out toward the top now. Long three-pointer is on the way. That is well off the mark, no good. And Taylor Lattimore comes out of there with the basketball. She loses it near midcourt and recovers and throws it over to Maddie Riley. Jackson's going to move it down low. Off the window and good for EMCC. So Jackson scores, the freshman from Shannon. And now East Mississippi is back out in front, 27-25. Good trap down here on the near sideline by Sticks Hollings. Ball is free on the floor, and East Mississippi is going to chase it down. Lady Lions now back with basketball possession after the steal. East Mississippi with Taylor Lattimore now at the top of the circle running the offense for EMCC. Lattimore is going to fire from long range. That's off the front of the iron, no good. Jackson's going to get the easy rebound. Bounce pass down low to Hollings. It was a bad bounce pass, and Southwest will come out of there with the basketball. Lady Bears moving it up the floor quickly. Another steal, but we're going to have contact down low on East Mississippi. That is the first personal on Jackson, who nearly got the steal down low for East Mississippi. And now checking back into the ball game is Hawkins for EMCC, and Lattimore is going to check out for the Lady Lions. So East Mississippi back out in front by 2 with 3:45 to go here in the third quarter. Southwest going to fire from long range once again. That is buried. A three-pointer is up and good by Williams, and Southwest back out in front by 1 point, 28-27. Lady Lions with the basketball now. And Ty Metcalf. Metcalf was looking for Hollings down low, but nothing there. Hawkins now at the top of the circle. Hawkins going to make a drive toward the basket. Her shot is up and in for EMCC, and Hawkins scores, and she'll go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play for EMCC. Big move toward the basket by Hawkins, and the Lady Lions will head to the charity stripe. As Southwest is going to head back to the bench now, as Marshall's going to check back in now for the Lady Bears. Actually, check that. That is Wansley checking in for Southwest. As Hawkins is at the free throw line here for EMCC. Hawkins 71% from the line this year, and she hits the three-point play. So EMCC back out in front by 2, 30-28. East Mississippi, a little bit of pressure here in the backcourt, but Southwest brings it across the timeline, trailing EMCC by a basket. Southwest now looking to move it down low, and the ball is free, and East Mississippi comes out of there with it. And here comes the Lady Lions up the floor once again with Ty Metcalf. Metcalf with the ball now, making a drive toward the basket. That shot is up and no good. A little bit of pressure down low, interface. And now we're going to have some contact here in front of the scorer's table. It's just going to go out of bounds on East Mississippi, and Southwest will have the basketball right here in front of us. And inbounding the basketball is going to be Wilson right here in front of the scorer's table as Southwest hangs on the basketball possession, down by 2. Under 2:40 to play here in the third quarter. Bounce pass down low near the free throw line by Southwest. Now a long three-pointer is on the way. That's off the mark, no good. And Maddie Riley comes out of there with the rebound for East Mississippi. Here comes the Lady Lions up the floor. Once again, Ty Metcalf running the show offensively for the Lady Lions. Crowd comes alive once again for their Lady Lions here at the Curry Coliseum. East Mississippi, Metcalf inside the three-point line. Nothing there. Back out toward the far corner. Now back out to Metcalf. And she is looking for Sticks Hollings down low. That ball is deflected and out of bounds, and it will go back to Southwest Mississippi. As the Lady Lions were looking for Sticks down low, just couldn't get it to her as it was knocked out of bounds. So Southwest will bring it back up the floor, trailing by a basket, 30-28. Southwest, good drive toward the basket. That is up and no good. Maddie Riley with yet another strong rebound down low for EMCC. Long pass up the floor to Hawkins. Ball was almost lost, and Hawkins will drive toward the basket, and she'll be fouled before her dribble drive, and that foul will go against Southwest Mississippi. Looks like that's going to go on Owens, and that is her second personal. Wasn't a shooting foul opportunity, so East Mississippi will have to inbound the basketball along the baseline. 1:45 to go here in the third quarter. East Mississippi leading by 2, 30-28. Long inbounds out to Hawkins. And Amaya Rush is going to check in on our next stoppage of play for EMCC. From the top of the circle, Hawkins, good move. She lost the basketball on her drive toward the basket. And here comes Southwest back up the floor, and it's going to be a foul on East Mississippi on the drive toward the glass. And I believe this is going to go against Metcalf, and it will. And that'll be the second personal foul on Ty. So with 1:31 to go, East Mississippi will check Amaya Rush into the ball game. Also, Taylor Lattimore is going to come off the bench, and Hawkins will head back to take a seat here with 1:31 to go before the break. And Southwest at the free throw line will hit the front end of 2. And at the free throw line is Demaya Wilson, the freshman out of Orlando, Florida. Her second free throw is up and in, and we're tied once again. We're tied at 30, under a minute and a half to go before the end of the third quarter. Semifinal action from the state basketball tournament here in Scuba at the Curry Coliseum. East Mississippi has led for a majority of this game, but this has been a back-and-forth affair here in the third quarter. Hollings from the top of the circle, bounce pass to the other end of the floor with Metcalf. Metcalf from the right wing with 6 seconds to shoot. Metcalf just inside the three-point line will fire up and no good, and Southwest will come out of there with the basketball. Lady Bears moving quickly up the floor now. From the near corner, three-pointer is on the way. That's off the mark, no good, and Amaya Rush comes out of there with the rebound for EMCC, and almost a near turnover, and where's it going to go? It's going to go back to the Lady Lions, as that was a 50-50 ball right there, and EMCC will hang on to possession. 48.6 on the game clock and 26 on the shot clock here for East Mississippi. Of course, I want to say congrats to Ja'Cory Smith, first team selection from the North Division for the MACJC, and Dante Powers, second team selection as well for the East Mississippi men. Of course, they'll be in action next week at the Region 23 tournament over in Clinton. East Mississippi with 10 seconds to shoot here, as Taylor Lattimore from the free throw line down low to Sticks Hollings, and her shot is up and in. Good strong move down low by Sticks, and East Mississippi is back out in front 32-30 as the shot clock is turned off. Ball is free, and Sticks will get a steal and a bucket, and East Mississippi pushes their lead back up to 4, 34-30. With 10 seconds on the game clock, Southwest Mississippi still hanging out here in the back court now, crosses the timeline with 3 seconds on the game clock. And Southwest is going to have to fire up a desperation three that is up and no good. And we have played 3 here at the Curry Coliseum, as East Mississippi leads 34-30. All right, we're set for the fourth quarter here at the Curry Coliseum, and Southwest will score on their opening possession, 34-32. Now, take a look at some of the end of third quarter stats. A couple of Lady Lions in double figures so far. Sticks Hollings with 10 points, and Ty Metcalf with 13. And East Mississippi is +8 in the rebounding category as we head down the stretch here. Fourth quarter activity, and East Mississippi hanging on to a one-possession lead, 34-32. From the near corner, East Mississippi's going to fire from long range. That's off the iron, no good. East Mississippi gets the rebound, though, and we'll have a reset of the shot clock at 20. Metcalf with the basketball. Maddie Riley down low, long sticks Hollings. Of course, Ty Daniels on the floor as well for East Mississippi. And Lattimore with 4 seconds to shoot now. East Mississippi's going to have to fire it up, and that is in and good. Three-pointer is nailed by Metcalf. It was more or less a desperation three. She had to fire that one up, and it goes in, so a big bucket there for East. And down low goes Southwest, and a traveling violation on the Lady Bears, so it'll go back the other direction to East Mississippi. So Lady Lions with a huge three-pointer by Ty Metcalf. She adds to her total. She has now 16 points for the Lady Lions. Neither team has shot it that well from the floor. East Mississippi for the game so far has shot the ball at 33%, and Southwest only 25. That just shows you how much of a physical defensive basketball game this has been here tonight. The winner will get the 10th ranked team in the country, Jones, tomorrow night at 5:30 for the MACJC State Tournament Championship. As Daniels just inside the free throw line, Hollings tried to push it back up. That is up and no good, and foul will go down low against Southwest Mississippi. That's going to go against McGee, and that is now her second personal now for the Lady Bears. At the free throw line is Sticks Hollings now for EMCC. And she pushes the first one up, and it rolled in and out, no good. But she'll have a second one on the way now for East Mississippi. Sticks on the season just over a 71% free throw shooter for the Lady Lions, and she pushes the second one up. So she's 1 of 2 from the line. And with 8:16 to go in the game, East Mississippi up 38-32 over Southwest. Lady Bears quickly back up the floor, and there's going to be a foul down low, and I believe this is going to go against Maddie Riley. And it will go against Maddie Riley, so her second personal now. Several Lady Lions are carrying 2 fouls right now, as Riley is going to check out of the ball game, and Amaya Rush is going to check back in for EMCC. Daniels is carrying 3 fouls. Hawkins, Hollings, Metcalf, and Riley all carrying 2 apiece. And at the free throw line is Wilson for Southwest Mississippi. She pushes the first free throw up. It's good. And she'll have a second one coming up for Southwest Mississippi. On the season, Wilson is a 65% free throw shooter. And she pushes that second one up, and it rolls in and out no good, and Hollings gets the strong rebound down low for East Mississippi. 8 to go here in the fourth. East Mississippi leading at 38-33 over Southwest Mississippi. The top seed out of the north taking on the 2 seed out of the south here in Scuba for the right to go to the championship game tomorrow night at 5:30 against Jones. Long three-pointer is on the way, and that is off the iron, no good, but we're going to have a whistle, and it hit the top of the shot clock area, so that will go back to Southwest Mississippi. Yeah, Jones was a winner earlier today, 67-56 over Itawamba. And Southwest looking to score down low. A lot of contact, and that basket will count down low for Wilson. And the foul is going to go against East Mississippi, obviously. And I think they're trying to figure out who the foul is going to go against here against East Mississippi. And it's going to go against Metcalf. That is her third personal foul now, as Wilson will complete the three-point play. So just when East Mississippi got just a little bit of breathing room, it's back down to a 2-point game, 38-36. East Mississippi 22-2 on the season. After yesterday getting their 23rd win against Gulf Coast, or 22nd win rather against Gulf Coast. And East Mississippi here in a tight one with Southwest, and that's going to be a turnover down here along the left wing out of bounds, as Lady Lions were looking for Daniels here on the near corner, but it went out of bounds, and it will go back to Southwest Mississippi. Lady Bears dashing up the floor quickly once again. Inside is going to be a blocking foul down low. They're going to count the basket, and Southwest Mississippi will head to the free throw line. So the blocking foul went on Taylor Lattimore, and Southwest gets the bucket to go. So Wilson has all of a sudden taken over this game for Southwest Mississippi. She fires up the free throw, and all of a sudden the Lady Bears are out in front by 1, 39-38. As East Mississippi picks up the basketball just across the logo in the timeline here at the Curry Coliseum. Packed house for this one here tonight. Semi-final activity. We're under 7 to play now. East Mississippi trailing by 1. Here on the near corner, East Mississippi brings it back out with Rush now. Down here on the near corner, looking to go inside to Sticks Hollings. Nothing there for Sticks. Here's a three-pointer on the way, and he's buried there by Ty Metcalf. Timeout on the floor as East Mississippi answers that bell once again. And East Mississippi back out in front, 41-39 with 6:37 to go here in the game. So this entire second half has been back and forth between East Mississippi and Southwest. And of course, later on tonight, scheduled for 7:30, is going to be the men's game between Hines and Northeast Mississippi. Of course, the winner of that game will be Pearl River tomorrow night at 7:30. So the top seed, Pearl River. All right, 6:37 to go here in the fourth quarter. East Mississippi leading 41-39 as Southwest with basketball possession, bringing it up the floor now. Lady Bears with McGee. She has been the force down low for the Lady Bears here in this fourth quarter. As Southwest rolling it down low once again, and that's going to be a traveling violation. Actually, want to call it Demaya Wilson. Of course, she has been the player that East Mississippi has been unable to stop here in this fourth quarter, but Wilson's going to turn the basketball back over to East Mississippi. So checking back into the ball game now for Southwest. Alexis Marsh going to check back in now. for Southwest Mississippi, and checking out is going to be Owens for Southwest, as East Mississippi brings it up the floor with a 2-point lead as we approach 6 to go here in the fourth quarter. As Metcalf rolls it over here to Ty Daniels. Daniels now over here in the near corner to Amaya Rush. Rush trying to pass it down low to Sticks Hollings, but nothing there now. East Mississippi is going to turn the basketball over, and here comes Southwest on the break, back toward the rim, and that is up and no good. We got a rebound down low. Looks like it's going to be a foul against East Mississippi near the baseline, and that is going to go against Ty Daniels, and that is her 4th personal foul. So now Daniels has 4 fouls for East Mississippi, so she is the Lady Lion who is in the most danger right now in the foul department. Southwest going to fire from long range. That's off the mark, no good. Sticks is going to get the rebound, but we're going to have a tie-up, and it will go back to East Mississippi. So checking into the ball game now for East Mississippi is going to be Hawkins, and she is going to get Daniels out of the ball game with 4 personal fouls. So the Lady Lions bringing it up the floor with a 2-point lead, 5:47 as the clock rolls here in the fourth period here tonight at the Curry Coliseum. East Mississippi with the basketball now with Taylor Lattimore rolling it down low over here in the corner to Hawkins. Hawkins down in the paint, almost turned it over there. Long three-pointer is on the way. That is in and good by Taylor Lattimore. So Lattimore buries one, and East Mississippi is out by 5 now, 44-39. Pressure defense, steal by East Mississippi, and a foul down low by Hawkins, and that'll send her to the free throw line for East Mississippi. So big sequence right there for the Lady Lions, a 3-pointer, and then a steal and a foul on Southwest, and Hawkins will head to the free throw line for East Mississippi. Hawkins on the season, a 70% free throw shooter, and she hits the first one. She'll have a second one on the way. It's out to a 6-point lead now for East Mississippi. Second free throw is up and good. She hit both of them, and it's a 7-point East Mississippi lead. Lady Lions picking up the defensive pressure once again. Southwest though breaks it and crosses the timeline. And here comes the Lady Bears now as we are halfway home here in the fourth quarter. Lady Lions up by 7 now, 46-39. East Mississippi trying to come up with a stop here defensively. With 7 seconds to shoot, the Lady Bears from the top of the circle, roll it down low, and off-balance shot is up and no good. Southwest wanted a foul, and now a turnover, and Southwest will head to the free throw line. So East Mississippi got the stop they wanted, but could not hang on to the basketball, and that's going to be the 3rd personal foul on Sticks Hollings now, as Maddie Riley is going to head back into the ball game now. So Sticks is going to have to take a seat now with 3 fouls, but we'll see her obviously in just a couple of moments. At the free throw line for Southwest is Williams now. She pushes the first one up and no good. She'll have a second one on the way. Williams on the season, 73% from the free throw line for the Lady Bears. Southwest at the line. Williams will hit 1 of 2, and it's back to a 6-point EMCC lead. Southwest going to bring up the pressure now defensively, but East Mississippi will break that pressure easily and cross the timeline with Ty Metcalf. Metcalf with the basketball now. Metcalf bounce pass toward the free throw line to Maddie Riley over here in the near corner. Maya Rush thought about a 3-pointer, but backs it out here for East Mississippi. Lattimore now with 8 seconds to shoot now. East Mississippi's going to have to move with the basketball. Long 3-pointers on the way, and buried by Taylor Lattimore. And East Mississippi is smelling it now, 49-40, but with still 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. A lot of contact down low, and that is going to go against Maddie Riley. Wow. So Riley is going to be guilty of the foul. That's her 3rd personal now. Coach Thompson not happy about that one. As the Bluebirds come out here in the Curry Coliseum. That was a close one, and the free throw is up and no good by Alexis Marsh. 4:03 to go. East Mississippi is up by 9 as this crowd has suddenly come alive here at East Mississippi. And 2 free throws are missed and Maddie Riley wrestles the basketball away. Here comes East Mississippi up the floor with Hawkins, and she scores, and she will head to the free throw line. This place just erupted on that layup, and she will head to the free throw line for an old-fashioned three-point play. The energy in this building right now is unbelievable. With 3:54 to go, Southwest will call for a timeout. East Mississippi 51, Southwest 40, 3:54 to go. We'll keep things. Actually, we're going to take a quick break. Back with a little basketball here in just a moment. All right, 3:54 left to go as the Curry Coliseum erupted as Hawkins at the free throw line hits the three-point play. East Mississippi now out by 12, 52 to 40, and East Mississippi gets another steal. And here comes the Lady Lions once again. I tell you what, everybody would love to see a matchup between the top two teams in our conference, Jones and East Mississippi, and if this holds, we'll get our wish tomorrow night at 5:30. East Mississippi with basketball possession now, looking to roll it down row to Maddie Riley. Riley spin move up and off the iron, no good, and Southwest will come out of there with a rebound. Lady Bears now with 3+ minutes to go have got to come up with some offense in a hurry against this big flurry here by East Mississippi. Long three-pointer is off the back iron, no good. And Hawkins, who has played unbelievable over the past couple of minutes, gets the rebound and she'll be fouled. And we are in the bonus, I believe, or getting fairly close to it. Not quite in the bonus just yet, as East Mississippi will have to inbound the basketball. One more foul on Southwest, and we'll be to that point with 3:04 to go here in the game. East Mississippi leading at 52 to 40. The entire third quarter, this game was back and forth between the Lady Lions and Lady Bears, and now we look up at the fourth quarter clock with 3 minutes to go, and East Mississippi is out by double digits, 52 to 40. Lady Lions working it down into the far corner, and is that going to be a foul? I believe so. It'll be a foul on the other end of the floor there, and looks like Wilson made some contact on the other end there, so that will send East Mississippi to the free throw line with Hawkins, who we mentioned is a 71% shooter from the free throw line. She pushes the first one up, and it is home, and it's out to a 13-point lead for EMCC. Hawkins measuring that second free throw. It is up, and she rolled it in and out, no good. Hits 1 of 2 from the line, and now I believe Hawkins is going to pick up a cheap foul right here. And that is going to go against Hawkins. That is her third personal now. So 3 fouls on Hawkins now. And Southwest will be shooting free throws down by 13. And most importantly for Southwest right now, the clock is stopped. And that is off the iron, no good. So Wilson will get another crack at it at the free throw line. Wilson measures the second one, and it is off the iron, no good. 2 big misses by Southwest Mississippi, and East Mississippi brings it back up the floor with a double-digit lead. Hawkins over in the far corner, nothing there for Hawkins. She'll roll it back out to Metcalf. East Mississippi working on some clock here, up by 13, 53 to 40. East Mississippi bounce pass down to Sticks over here to the near corner. Three-pointer is on the way. In and out, no good. That drew a lot of iron but didn't fall. And Alexis Marsh came out of there with the rebound for Southwest Mississippi. And that's off the window and good by Demaya Wilson. So Southwest with a much-needed field goal there makes it a 11-point game now, 53-42. East Mississippi trying to cross the timeline here before the 10 count and does. And East Mississippi with Metcalf now. Metcalf making a baseline move. Good bounce pass down to Sticks Hollings, and she couldn't get it to go. But Metcalf got the rebound. Now the ball is free, and Southwest will come out of it with it. Wilson on the move now for Southwest. She pushes that wild shot up and no good. And it is going to roll down here toward the near sideline and stay with the Lady Bears. Three-pointers on the way and buried for Southwest. That was Taylor Ben who just hit that one for the Lady Bears, and now it's back down to single digits, 53-45, as East Mississippi is going to have to call a much-needed timeout as the Lady Lions were kind of hemmed in the corner on the right end of the floor here and couldn't get the basketball up before the 10 count. So with 1:29 to go, it is 53-45. East Mississippi leading things here late in this game. All right, we're set to go with 1:29 left here in the fourth quarter as East Mississippi is leading at 53-45, and the Lady Lions moving with the basketball down low to Rush, and that is up and no good, and Southwest comes out of there with the rebound. On the move is Lady Bears, off the window and good, and Southwest has cut this to a 53-47 game now. So East Mississippi is under a little bit of pressure now with just over a minute to go. East Mississippi is trying to let the traffic pass here and work on some clock, 53-47. We're under a minute to go now. Winner gets Jones tomorrow night for the tournament championship. East Mississippi from the logo now works with the basketball with Metcalf. Metcalf makes her move. Metcalf's floater is up and good. And it's a blocking foul down low. And East Mississippi will head to the free throw line with Ty Metcalf, who is already in double figures and more, and she will be at the charity stripe here with 43.9 to go, and it's now an 8-point game for the Lady Lions. Metcalf at the line now for East Mississippi and fires it in. It's good, so three-point play is good, and we have got a timeout on the floor. All right, 43.9 seconds to go. East Mississippi is leading at 56-47, and we have got another timeout called as East Mississippi called the timeout to take a look at what Southwest, actually, East Mississippi took that timeout to kind of take a look at what Southwest was going to do, so a little bit of a chess match here between Sharon Thompson and Coach Brent Harris. Men's game tonight, winner of our last game tonight, All right, here we go. After that last timeout, 43.9 seconds to go. And Southwest with basketball possession. EMCC leading at 56-47. Southwest going to have to come up with points in a hurry if they want to mount a major comeback here in the closing seconds. Southwest using a lot of clock is going to roll inside. It's going to be a foul down low and a basket. And East Mississippi will be guilty of the foul down low. And that one is going to go against Stix Hollings. That is her fourth personal now, as Southwest will complete the three-point play, and that'll make it now a 6-point game. So it's back down to a two-possession game now with 33.8 to go. And Coach Sharon Thompson called the timeout. And it's going to be a quick 30-second timeout. So East Mississippi is down to one timeout left to use just in case they cannot inbound the basketball. So East Mississippi leading it here in the closing seconds, 56-50, and obviously Southwest is going to have to come up with a huge steal right here and try to get the basketball back here in the closing seconds. But we are back to a two-possession basketball game, though, here in the midst of this timeout. 33.8 seconds to go before the end of this one here tonight, 56-50, East Mississippi leading it. Of course, this game was back and forth in the third quarter, and East Mississippi has built as much as just over a 12-point lead in this fourth quarter, but Southwest just simply will not go away, and East Mississippi breaking things up in their huddle, and we'll get back to basketball action here with 33.8 to go. And Metcalf is going to be inbounding the basketball here for East Mississippi. Metcalf going to inbound it over here to the near corner to Lattimore, and Lattimore is going to be fouled. So now the Lady Lions could seal this basketball game from the free throw line. So at the free throw line goes East Mississippi. And first free throw is up and good. That was a big one right there, as that breaks that two-possession stretch there, as Hawkins looks to sink the second one. Actually, that's Lattimore at the line. And she pushes the second one up. Rolled in and out, no good. And we're going to have a timeout Southwest very quickly. The Lady Bears call a timeout. All right, 31.4 seconds to go. Southwest will have the basketball. 57-50, East Mississippi leading it. Lady Bears now got to score quickly as Wilson will roll it toward the basket. That is up and no good, but that will send Wilson to the free throw line. It's going to go into Maya Rush. That's her second personal now for East. As Wilson at the free throw line, that's Demaya Wilson, the freshman out of Orlando, who's had a great game here tonight for Southwest Mississippi, the 2 seed out of the South Division. And that's in and out no good. Southwest has missed a ton of free throws in this fourth quarter. And as you look now with a 7-point lead for East Mississippi, that is a big difference in this one. And she hits one of two. And it's back down to a two-possession game now, 57-51. East Mississippi's got to get the ball in and does. And back out here toward the timeline in the logo comes Daniels, and she's going to be fouled over on the far sideline. And that's going to send East Mississippi back to the free throw line. So 6-point lead. And as we said a few minutes ago, East Mississippi can seal this game on the free throw line. As Taylor Ben just fouled out of the ball game for Southwest Mississippi. Of course, she has hit some big three-pointers tonight for the Lady Bears. And looks like Maddie Riley is going to check back into the ball game now for East Mississippi. And Southwest is going to counter with that with Jade Miles. And looks like Amaya Rush is going to check out now for East Mississippi. Shot clock is turned off, obviously, with 21.7 to go. And East Mississippi up by 2 possessions, 57-51. These are big free throws. First free throw is up, and it rolls in and out, no good. She'll have a second one on the way. At the line is Daniels for EMCC. And second free throw is on the way. She hit 1 of 2, so that makes it now a 7-point ball game. So Southwest running out of time now. Got to throw up some desperation shots. Down low goes Southwest. Shot is up and no good. And Sticks Hollings gets the rebound. And East Mississippi will be at the free throw line on the other end of the floor. So with 12.9, East Mississippi with a 7-point lead is icing this one away from the free throw line. As Hollings will be at the free throw line. She's just over a 70% free throw shooter for the Lady Lions. And she pushes the first one up and good. Rolled it around and in. And it's now an 8-point lead now with 12.9 as the game is slipping away from Southwest. And the second one is up and good, and that may seal it here tonight. But the Lady Bears are going to use their final timeout. So Southwest, I believe, is out of timeouts now. East Mississippi has got one if they need to use it. All right, we're about set to go here in the closing seconds of this one here tonight. With 12.9 to go, Southwest is down by 9. Lady Bears are out of timeouts. And if I was East Mississippi, I would just leave Southwest alone and let them shoot the basketball, and they will, and make one there with 7.3. And East Mississippi is going to be fouled with 6.1 to go, and 60-53. So 6 seconds to go in this one. And East Mississippi is about to punch their ticket to the tournament championship ball game tomorrow night at 5:30 against Jones. East Mississippi about to close this one out with 6 seconds to go, and 60-53. Free throw is up and good. And Lady Lions will have another one coming up here. Second free throw is on the way, and that one is good. So East Mississippi is just moments away from closing this one out. Southwest moving up the floor now. Long shot is on the way up and no good. And East Mississippi has punched their ticket to the state championship game tomorrow night against Jones. Final score here tonight, East Mississippi 62 and Southwest 53. Hey, we'll talk to you again tomorrow night for the championship game against Jones. Thanks for joining us here at the state tournament.